Well, g'day everybody. Today we're having a squiz at Against the Storm. Now you might be thinking, Against the Storm's been out for quite a while. Well, it has been out for quite a while. It's a dark fantasy city builder where you must rebuild civilization in the face of apocalyptic rains. As the Queen's Viceroy, lead humans, beavers and lizards, foxes and harpies to reclaim the wilderness and secure a future for civilization's last survivors. Why are we playing this? We are playing this thanks to Hooded Horse and the developer Aramite Games as well, because they sent us through a key, and they now have some new DLC, which is called Keepers of the Stone. Keepers of the Stone does a fishing update. It introduces a new fishing system and passive need bonuses, new buildings, level caps, as well as some new races and stuff like that as well, which is really, really cool. So we are going to get ourselves stuck straight into... I'm going to do a new game. Okay, all right, here we go. It's running through a little bit of tutorial stuff here, but I will kind of explain what is going on as we play. And this is actually really quite an enjoyable game. All right, so up in the top left-hand corner, we've got our settlers here. It shows how many are homeless, how many of your settlers are homeless, etc. Up the top, we've got free builders and we've got population, a population of 9. We've got 8 free builders, and we've got 9 homeless because we haven't built any houses yet. This here is our map, and these are glades. As we move through, if you have a look down the bottom here, we've got the Queen's Impatience. Now, the Queen's Impatience goes up as time goes on. To keep the Queen's patience down, you need to fulfill tasks that the Queen sets, and that sort of appeases her and brings this counter down. If this counter gets right up to the top, game is over. On the left-hand side, we have our reputation here. Every time we achieve something that the Queen wishes us to do, we gain a reputation. Once we get up to and fill this meter completely, this village becomes its own village, and we move on to create and generate a new village, which is really, really cool. Up here we have our resources. At the moment, our current food is, current usage is 160. Our average we don't have, or our current food's 160. We don't have an average use yet because we haven't really started yet. We've got building materials and we've got fuel and exploration. This is our small hearth. The small hearth needs to remain burning. It needs to have somebody, a worker there to keep it burning. It's the heart of the colony. It's protected by the holy flame. The villagers gather there to rest, eat, and receive clothing. If the fire goes out, people will lose hope, and we don't want people to lose hope and to abandon our village, because that makes the Queen very angry. Down here, we can upgrade this when we get to a certain point there. That's really, really good. These are resources here. We've got some vegetables there. We've got some flax there. They've got some clay there. First thing that we need to do is we need to build ourselves some woodcutters camps. Now you can see that they have a range in which they can work. So if we spin that around there and we place him there, then I think we'll put another one. This one over here has that's a dangerous glade, so we kind of don't really want to mess with that at the moment. So we're going to put another one there like that, and that's going to be our 2 woodcutters huts. I'm going to bring a road right down the side here like so. We'll bring a road across there as well, and we'll bring a road through here. Now, they will have to build those roads as well. So, all right, so we've got that. We've got those in place. The other thing that you want to do, and I'll have to show you in a sec, you need to keep all of your different races appeased. Now, each different race has skills. So, as you can see, the beavers, obviously, their specialization and their proficiency is in woodworking, and they're comfortable with engineering. Humans are proficiency in farming and comfortable with brewing. The lizards are proficiency in meat production and and specialization or comfort in warmth, like creating warmth and stuff like that. Let's unpause and let these guys go. And you can see each race is a little bit different there. You see lizards there. You can see the beavers there with the green tops on, and the humans have like this shell on the back of them, which is really, really cool. Now, once these are built, you need to allocate people to work on these. So if I click on there, right, here we go. Okay, so we can have 3 people working in here. At the moment, we've got 3 humans, 3 beavers, and 2 lizards. I'm going to throw 2 beavers in. I'm going to throw 1 beaver in there, right? And I might throw a human in there just for now. Down here, I'm going to throw my other 2 beavers in here because they're proficient in that. Now, the other thing that we need to do is we need to mark what we want cut. So we're going to chop these trees for starters to move into that glade, and we're going to chop this one and this one to move into that glade there for now. If you tried to do something that was out of the range of the woodcutter, then obviously you wouldn't be able to do it. Okay, and then it goes white. So they'll start cutting those down. Now, when we open these glades, we can find things in these, either resources, new buildings, new blueprints, and all that type of stuff. Up in the top corner is our orders. These are the orders that the Queen is giving us. She wants us to build 2 woodcutters camps and cut or create 10 logs. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that we do. And down the bottom, you can see that her impatience is starting to go up. So per minute, we're looking at plus 0.15 in impatience. So because we've got too many trees marked, that's fine. What I will do actually is I'll unmark these just so that we can get a little bit, we'll get through here a little bit quicker, right? Just if we've got less trees to chop down. So there we go. That'll get us through the glade a little bit quicker. All right, so we have now created 8 wood, which is really good, and we can deliver this, and the Queen will be happy. She will also give us our next task, and you can see we've got 7 tasks here. Let's deliver that to the Queen. Our next task is to cut through and discover 2 new glades, and to assign 5 beavers as woodcutters. We can do that. We can't do it at the moment because, and we've also unlocked a blueprint as well, which is a shelter here. Now, we do have different shelters. Some shelters are, there we go, we'll throw one there. Some shelters are suitable for beavers. Some shelters are more preferable to lizards. And other shelters are more preferable to humans. And it's a matter of trying to find that balance. When you find that balance, you're keeping your population quite happy. And you're keeping everybody content. Now, you can hover over that there, and it will tell you what their current resolve and their future resolve is. Which kind of helps you sort of grow your reputation and keep them happy. We'll have a lizard continuing to keep this fire going. We need, you can see that we're getting more wood in there as we go. Right, it looks like we have 6 beavers now. So what we're going to do is we're going to add another beaver to that. And that's going to give us proficiency. We're going to remove our human from there, and we're going to add another beaver there and another beaver there. And you can see that we get plus 35 bonus in that because we've got beavers working in it, which is really, really good. Okay, so now the next thing that we need to do is we're going to need to look at unlocking these glades. We've already achieved this bit. We're going to unlock these glades. Our rewards are 3 more humans and 30 meat, which is going to keep our lizards quite happy as well. So, and you can see our lizards at the moment aren't quite as content as what the beavers are. There's a glade there. We've got some We've got some eggs there, which will produce meat, and we've also got some roots there. All right, cool. We need to chop into another glade. We're getting very, very close to doing that. We do have clay down here, which we will use at the moment. We do have production buildings at the moment, not many, just as we sort of start to unlock stuff. So I'm going to preempt and build myself another house, I think. In fact, I'm going to build it right there. Is that right? Right there, which will be good, and we'll throw a little bit more road in here, which is fantastic. All right, so let's just pause for a sec. You can see here that in this glade we've uncovered a herbalist camp. Now what we can do is we can do a couple of things. We can salvage this, and we can select what we want to achieve from salvaging it. Or we can rebuild it, which will give us herbs, berries, and mushrooms, right? And we need some parts and stuff for that. So what we need to do is we need to assign workers to it. So I'm going to assign lizard, and I'm going to assign a human, and we are going to select to rebuild it. So I'm going to send them over to investigate it, and they will head over and investigate it. At the same time, we now can deliver this, and if you have a look at our little meter down the bottom, as soon as we deliver it, then that meter goes down and our blue meter goes up. Next, the Queen wants us to build a small foragers camp, and she wants us to get 5 vegetables. Down in the bottom corner here, we can choose a new blueprint, which is going to be a foragers camp, and we can actually now build that foragers camp right here. So I'm going to do like so. There we go. So let's get that moving, and once we've built that and we've assigned some people to that, humans will be the best ones to go in there, most definitely. They are better farmers than what the lizards and stuff are. Obviously, the lizards are better hunters, and the beavers are better woodworkers and engineers. All right, just having a little sip of coffee there. We've unlocked another glade, which has a root deposit in it, which is actually really, really cool. All right, beautiful. What we also need to do is we also need to add some more stuff here for these woodcutters to get rid of. There we go, which we will. And these woodcutters down here, I think we're going to need to clear out a little bit more of this. So I'll get them to do that. There you go, and they can do that. That's perfect. All right, we now have a small foragers camp. I like to pause when I'm playing this as well, which you can do. What we need to do here, we're going to gather vegetables and roots and grain. At the moment, all we've got is vegetables, but we can relocate this building up to about here, and it will cover the roots as well. So we'll eventually do that. We need to, we're going to assign 2 humans to this. Like so, and they're going to start collecting that, and that's going to make the Queen happy in regards to what she's got there. Excuse me, in regards to what she's set us as a task and what our orders are. I do wonder how far we can actually get into there. A fair way. That might be all right. They can go out there, and we can move this in a little bit and try and cover these areas so that we can get roots as well. Excuse me. It's actually pretty cool that we've got those eggs there that are going to provide us with meat and stuff as well, which is going to be absolutely awesome. All right. What else do we need to do? Well, we've got this little hut here. We're going to need to throw some humans in here, like so. And they will come down here, and they will start gathering all of this stuff, mushrooms and berries and herbs. So berries and shrooms. I don't think we have any herbs here. Don't think they're herbs, so we haven't got any herbs at this point in time, but that's fine. All right, let's keep that going. Let's just check on how we're going. We are going really, really well. So our small foragers camp is done. We've collected 5 vegetables. from the foragers camp. So we can now deliver that. Our next objective is a stonecutters camp and to collect some clay. Collect 5 clay, which is perfectly fine. We can do that easily enough. And we've unlocked, obviously, the stonecutters camp. Now, we've got stone here. So, obviously, our best place to build this stonecutters camp is right in the corner here, which we are going to do. There we go. Once that is built, we will start to collect clay there. All right, so this is all being chopped down, which is really good. We're going to uncover another glade. We can get down to where the ocean is and do fishing and stuff like that. I didn't get to that point in my first playthrough because I achieved everything before, like in relatively quick time in our first village. When you get into your second village, it actually introduces a lot more. It introduces a lot more buildings, different buildings, and different things like that. So, which is really, really cool. Which I didn't get to at that point. So, I think I was probably more. I didn't continue on with it long enough, just because I was too worried about the Queen's impatience getting up too high. So I kind of rushed through it a bit, is what I'm saying. We might just chop those out and chop those out as well, just to give us a bit of room there. We may even chop down here too. There we go. Lovely. And then we'll have some more building room there. We are at some point going to have to go and collect flax as well. And we want to move this. So we want to get these trees cut out as well, which is really, really cool. All right, orders are ready. So at this point in time, it looks like we've actually achieved that there. I'm not going to hand that in yet. I'm just going to sit on it for a little bit and just let things move along a little bit in this. So just to see how we go. Okay, we've had a little event here, which is up in the top corner, and we have some newcomers. So we've got 2 lizards, and we will gain 20 grain, not grand. It'd be lovely to have 20 grand. We've got a lizard and 2 humans here, and we'll gain some stone, we'll gain some leather, and we will gain some vegetables. It's up to us what we do. Obviously, the more people we have, the more we need to, the more production that we need to have to feed everybody, and the more houses and stuff that we need to have as well. I'm going to take the humans, and I'm going to take the lizards. I'm also going to throw in a let's just drop that down. I'm also going to throw in another house here and another house here and one there as well, just to keep that going. All right, lovely. If we want to upgrade this, what we need to do is we need to have at least 4 decorations there to upgrade that. And to gather around the blazing fire. So some viceroys say aesthetics don't matter out in the wild, but you know better than that. Global production speed is increased by 10% and resolves increased by 1. The ancient hearth's resistance to corruption is increased by 150, which is actually really, really cool. So we can look at upgrading that. The thing that Simi didn't do was he didn't allow much room for decorations. So these add comfort as well. So what I might do, I might throw a bench in there. I might throw a bench in here as well. I don't think, yeah, we do have room in here to be able to throw. I might throw some barrels in, perhaps. Some barrels there and some barrels there, and I believe that they will still be able to get through there. And that'll allow us, we've got the storm and the rain coming in. That'll allow us to actually upgrade this once they're built, provided they're all within range. That's the big thing. All right, so I want to just keep some of this going as we move through. All right, so at this point in time, We can actually upgrade the camp now if we want to. So it's already upgraded itself. Last level reached. More can be unlocked in the smoldering city as we go. All right, beautiful. Beautiful. All right, it's a small hearth still. And we have that extra effect, so which is really, really good. All right, let's close all of that there. In comes the rain and the storms, which is what we've got to, which is, what's happened to the world, basically. The world's gone to the crapper. Everybody's got homes. There's no homeless people, which is fantastic. We need to help the lizards out. We desperately need to help the lizards out. At the moment, their future resolve is going to go to 7. All right, so we need some stuff that's going to help them out as well. We've got another glade over here, and it looks like we've got a small encampment. If we go over there and speak to those people, then we will actually be able to recruit them into our village. At this point in time, I kind of don't want to. But what I am going to do is I'm going to reduce that there. Going to reduce that there. And I'm going to move this slightly. Now, one of the beauties of this game, which I absolutely love, is you can actually move it, as you can see. I'm going to move that to there, and then I'm going to mark some more of these trees. There we go, and we'll unmark those 2 trees there. And we'll start getting those chopped down as well. All right, now the queen's impatience has almost grown to 1. So what we're going to do? Oh, we also have a cornerstone here as well. An exploration contract. Royal Academy wants a detailed map of the region and will supply anyone willing to help. Gain 20 reeds and 20 clay for each discovered glade, which is pretty good. Building materials, the foundation of every settlement. Production is 50% quicker in the building crude workstation. I'm going to pick that one for now. And what we are going to do is we're going to deliver that to the queen to bring her impatience down. Now we need a harvester's camp and we need plant fiber. So we're going to head in that direction. Let's go down here. There's a harvester's camp there, and we're going to move the harvester's camp into here. I think that's no, that's a forager's camp. Harvester's camp will be getting this hemp and stuff here, which is kind of what we want to do. So let's build ourselves a harvester's camp right there. If we go there, it's going to get both of those, which is fantastic. Super happy about that. Down we go. We're going to build some paths in here because I do believe paths do matter in this. All right. Once we get some people in there, that will actually help out greatly, and we'll start getting that stuff, which is going to make our queenie quite happy. Now we do have 3 beavers in there, and we do have 3 beavers working in there. So we don't want to overpopulate at this point in time. The thing that we're missing the most is building materials. So we probably want to, I think we might remove the human from there and add the lizard to that, I think, and see how we go. All right, so our harvester's camp is done. Lovely. Okay, and as we move through and as we move into different villages and stuff, like move into our next village and the one after that and the one after that, then what we do is we actually gain new buildings and stuff like that as well. So just put people in there, they'll start harvesting this stuff here. As you can see, we've got humans in there and they're harvesting that stuff. There we go, which means that we'll start getting plant fiber in there, which is going to help us greatly because it's going to make the queen super happy. And what do we like doing? We like making our queen happy. God bless the queen. Poor old dear. She's gone. All right. So that's working quite well. pretty happy with that. I'm going to preempt and I'm going to build another house. Probably another 2 houses, maybe 2 houses in there, like so. Lovely. Now, if we wanted to upgrade this, we can't upgrade it until we've done the until we move into a different area. All right, lovely, and a different village. So we'll keep this moving. At the moment, we can't gather any of this meat. Unfortunately, they're bugs which can turn into meat, and we can't gather any of those because we don't have the appropriate building. So, which is kind of like a hunter's camp, but not a hunter's camp. All right, so we've done the harvester's camp. Our rewards are going to be plant fiber, +1 plant fiber, and we'll get some reputation. So I'm going to I'm not going to deliver that yet until we get a little bit more reputation there. Until she starts getting a little bit more angry, and that'll give us more time to build more stuff up. So, all right, we have some newcomers waiting as well. So we've got 2 humans. And we'll gain some stone. We've got 1 beaver and 2 humans there. I'm going to accept those because we do have enough housing for those. Our lizard reputation is back up again, and our beavers are okay, and our humans are okay. But what we need to do is just keep our eye on that. At this particular point in time, it doesn't really matter. Excuse me, because we don't have. If you hover over the top here, you can see free space in human houses, beaver houses, and lizard houses. Now, we don't have any of that at the moment. So what I am going to do, though, is I think I want to unlock some more glades. So I might even put, there we go. We want to do that. We want to do that as well. I'm thinking of putting another woodcutter's camp around here. Out here, maybe. And once these guys have finished chopping that, I might move them down there, maybe. Or I might move these guys over. In fact, I'll do it now. I'm going to move this one over to here. Just to there for now, right behind there, so that we can actually increase the size of, increase what we chop out of there. The other thing that I am going to do is I'm going to build another one down here, another woodcutter's camp right there. Rotate that, and we will build it right. Oh, it's not going to get through, is it? I'm going to build it there anyway. And I'm going to put another beaver in, and we're going to start working towards this glade so that we can get extra bonuses and stuff as well. We do have orders ready. The Queen's impatience is up to 1. We might leave it just a little bit longer. Just a little bit. And we might relocate this as well to here. Like so. Lovely. And then we can get rid of that. And we can start cutting through. We're going to cut through to that glade. And then we'll start cutting through to this glade. Hopefully that glade. And this will be the finest one, the final one, the dangerous glade. Dangerous glade. We need to add another beaver to that. I'm just going to put 1 in because we only have 1. We're going to get him to start cutting out that. All right, lovely. He can work on that. Food-wise, we are going down in our food. So what we probably need to do now is probably need to look at. Well, we're going to relocate this as well now that we can, so that we're covering those areas and those. Oh, we're kind of just out of it, aren't we? We can get some roots there too. which will be good. We've uncovered another one here, but there's no vegetables, but there is another glade there. I mean, there is another village or camp there. Lovely. There we go. All right, beautiful. Order's ready. No deposits near the stone cutter. Okay, so this is a little bit of an issue. Do we have any other areas where there is stone? Yes, we do over there. So we may have to move over to that, I think. So what we can do is we'll relocate this fella and he can move over to here. Like so. And he can collect that stuff there, which is good. Okay, beautiful. We'll move those over there. And then what we might do, I think what we can do is we can cancel this off, right? And we can relocate this building across to here. Like so. Put him in there and we'll work our way into there like that, which will be good. And we'll probably dig a bit of this out, but we won't go all the way through, right? Because we don't want to go through to that glade yet. Now, the Queen's impatience is rising, so it might be worthwhile now to actually hand this in. Like so, and to bring her patience down a little bit. Or increase her patience. What we need now is planks in the crude workstation. We need bricks in the crude workstation and fabric as well. So we are going to look at doing that. We will, down here, have a crude workstation, like so. Let's just unlock that, let it run for a sec. I'm going to pause again now. Build some more road down there, and we'll build some across here. Some through there, and some through there as well. Lovely. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to build a workstation. We'll go into industry, crude workstation. And what I want is I want it to be close to, like, have access to both of those things there. So I'm going to build him right there. Lovely. And then once he's built, we're going to need to remove some beavers from here. Over here, I can send an expedition over to here. We could send some amber across to the Citadel, which is also going to help with the reputation. Or we can get ourselves a lizard and a human. And the same over there. And you can select what you actually get. Well. Right. Don't know whether I want to bring more villagers in at this point. I think we're going to have to bring more villagers in. The issue is that I want to use beavers. I want to use beavers to work in the workstation. So I'm going to have to, right, there we go. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to remove a beaver from there, and I'm going to have to put a human in. I'm going to have to go down here, and I'm going to have to remove a beaver from there and put a human in there as well. All right, and then in here, we're going to throw 2 beavers because we're going to get bonuses from that. Right. So the limits here are locked, but later on in the game you can actually set limits for what you for what you do. At the moment they're just going to produce a bit of everything, as you can see. You can change these over and change these over to the resources that you're using, the alternative resources to create the stuff that you want. But we don't need to do that. So there's our little workshop, and the reason why we're putting our beavers in there is because they're better at construction and stuff like that. So lovely. All right. I'm just wondering. I don't know whether or not we. It's raining, so reputation is going down the more it rains. We've got 3 free builders. Right, 3 free builders, and we've only got 2 more things to achieve to move on to the next level, which is the next village. So just sort of keeping my eye on it. I've drawn this one out a lot longer than what I did the first time. The first time I was just doing this one after the other as soon as I possibly could. But this time I've actually decided to sort of move everything up just a little bit more. Like keep everything just doing other stuff basically. Let's build another couple of those in there, which is good. Now let's build a road through here once I press the right button, which is good there. We might actually build a little bit of a path in here as well, just to speed those guys up. And we'll join that path up as well, because the paths do actually speed people up quite a bit. The other thing that we might do is probably build this road out a little bit more as well, I think. Probably the smart thing to do. Like that. Lovely. All right, so looks like we've got new villages. No, we've got a new cornerstone. Fiber delivery line and egg delivery line. I'm going to pick the eggs because 15 eggs per minute. I'm going to pick those because we do have access to fiber, but at the moment we can't actually harvest our eggs. We need a small trapper's camp or a trapper's camp to be able to harvest those. And they will produce, I do believe they produce meat. So, which is what our lizards eat, obviously. They obviously eat meat. So, there is in decorations, there is like a lizard post, which peace of mind can be as important as shelter and food in these harsh lands. Decorations are used to level up hearths. So it's only sort of, they're only sort of decorations used to level that up. So that lizard's post doesn't really have too much of a bonus by the looks of it. Okay, they're working really well on that. We're going quite well. We probably could bring some more people into the village. We've got three workers there. So, all right, lovely. There is so many eggs and stuff on here, but we can come back later after we've. I do believe once you move to the next one, that you can like across to the next village that you start building after this one's established. I do believe that that you can come back to this village afterwards as well and continue to grow these. So there's newcomers awaiting. What we need more beavers. We're going to take the humans and the beavers, which means that I can throw another beaver in here, which is going to help this dude out greatly. It's going to help him out greatly. I could probably throw another human in there as well, actually, to be honest. Lovely. And we'll keep that timber and that timber coming, because we do have to keep this hearth heated. So if it runs out, people start losing faith. Now, as far as I'm aware, there's no other ways to warm people up other than this hearth. So, right. So that needs small trappers camp as well. Now, I might send some people out here. I might send some people out to this camp just to show you what that looks like. We'll send a couple of humans out there. We can either get extra people living in, or we can get eggs. We can get 45 eggs, and we can send some stuff to there. I don't necessarily know if I might go for the people. We'll send them out to investigate. They're going to take 4 vegetables out, because it's going to cost us 4 vegetables to be able to go out there and do that. And you will see them. You will see them heading out there, the 2 humans. They'll head out there and they'll start talking to these people, and they'll take that gift there. There we go. Lovely. All right, beautiful. Queen's reputation is getting. Queen's patience is getting a little bit thin again now. We can finish this off if we want, which we will. And the next one is to cut through to a dangerous glade, to deliver one ancient tablet, and to change scrolls to fabric in the ancient shrine. That is our last. Challenge on this. All right, so this is where we've got beaver houses, lizards houses, and human houses. This is where we get to pick one of these as a reputation bonus. At the moment, our lizards are not quite as content as our humans and our beavers. So I'd be kind of inclined to I feel more inclined to do that. Now you can build other hearths as well, I do believe. I just don't know how to do that. A fire shrine. I do believe that you can. I don't know whether you can in this one. So there we go. We've cut through to here, and we've got some more clay down here, which is really, really good. All right. There we go. We've actually collected those 2 humans. Now, we need to be near a hearth. Let's have a look at these. These lizard houses going to be... Yeah, they're probably going to be all right, actually. We might build one there and one there as well, which is going to make, and maybe one there as well, which is going to make our lizards very, very happy. Or it's going to make them more happy anyway, because they'll be living, it'll bring their resolve up a little bit as well. All right, now we've got all of this happening. I think the last thing that we need to do is cut through to this glade. I think we'll wait until we've gone through to that one. We are running on a deficit of... Oh, no, I think we're all right on food. I think we might be all right on food at the moment, which is good. But we can actually build ourselves another forager's hut, probably over... Do we have anywhere else? Well, what we could do, actually, is we can relocate this one over to here. Like so that we're covering that. And then we could build ourselves another foragers camp over here where we're going to get those. I might actually build it there. Like that. There we go. Lovely. Okay, there's no deposit near the stonecutters camp, so we're going to need to relocate him. We're going to relocate him over to here because we do have stone over here. There we go. Lovely. Lovely. We're going to get through to that in a minute. Might just cut those out and just have them concentrate on doing this. I'm going to relocate this to here. Like so. In fact, I might actually move it to here so that we can get a little bit more like that. There we go. Look, we've got a thing over here. I think we might send a couple of humans over there. And if we break it open, we can get goods and eggs, which is resin and eggs, or we can get reputation and amber pouches. We need tools for that. I think we're going to go and break it open. Let's send some people over to investigate that. That's fantastic. That'll give us a little bit of a bonus. And these guys have nearly used up all of this here. Once they've done that, we can actually move them over here, and there's heaps of stuff over here. So, which is really, really cool. All right, beautiful. Next thing to do is to break through here. undo that one, and we'll undo that one. And this is the dangerous glade. So what happens when you open up a dangerous glade is evil spirits and stuff come through, and they actually start killing off your people. It's a bit dangerous. We'll put our 2 humans in there, and they can start work on that. And the other thing that we probably need to do is, they've done that now, which is good. They're bringing that stuff back. All right, beautiful. Let's start cutting this out as well, shall we? Perfect. And then as soon as this glade's open, yeah, and then at every certain amount of time, the same thing happens. They send, we don't have anybody to send over to there. But you can see now that we've built lizard houses, our lizards, their resolve has gone up because they actually have homes of their own. I believe you can fit 2 people in each of those. We've got 5 lizards, so lizard people, so we've got enough room in there. Beautiful. We are going to need to replace some people, so we are going to have to head over to this camp at some point as well. All right. Okay, we are nearly through. I think what I might do is I might grab you and relocate you to here. Spin you around. And we can start chopping more of that out. There we go. And open up that glade. Perfect. Let's get a little bit. Let's get some roads built. We've got 2 builders, which is good. Get another bit of road built there. And we will also get another little road built there. Just to speed that stuff up as well. So quite a pretty game and quite engaging and fantastic. As I said, when I started playing it to test it all out before I recorded this, so I knew what I was doing. I did move through these queens, the queen's orders a lot quicker and moved to the second village. But this one I've built it out a little bit more. Are these guys still doing this? Looks like they are. All right, here we go. So what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to send some people over to here. And we're going to want to take some timber, and we're going to want to take some fabric, and we're going to go and investigate that. You will see that there is a timer here for the threats, and Curse of the Forefathers, which is disturbing ruins of the great civilization, can have grave consequences, kills 3 random villagers, and that's going to happen in 4 seconds time, which unfortunately probably going to be these 2 guys because they're going to get hit first, aren't they? Or is it just going and doing random people? The lizard scout died, a woodcutter died, and a forager died. All right, newcomers are waiting, so we do need to get some more woodcutters. We're going to get 1 of each, like that. There we go, which is going to be bloody handy. Super handy. So what we want to do now is we want to add another 2 humans to that. And they can go out there and they can do the stuff that they're going to do out there by delivering these materials. Once those materials are delivered, we will get this reward and this will stop. So looks like we are going to lose 6 villagers next time, which is not a good thing. Let's send a lizard and a beaver out to there, and we'll get some more people. Right. You can see that the Queen's impatience is now growing a lot more. Come on. Get out there and finish this. What have we got? 20 and 4. So we should be pretty... We should get this done before we have any more dramas there. So... Which is good. And then that'll move us on to the next... next village, basically. Okay, so all we need to do is deliver 1 ancient tablet. which is what we're waiting for now. So there we go. Lovely. There we go. It is done. It is done. We've got that reward. Everybody's coming back. We've got a couple of people over here hanging out with these, a lizard and a beaver over there hanging out with those guys. And they'll recruit those guys and bring them into the village, which is really, really cool. Okay, beautiful. Have we delivered it yet? We have. So all we do now is, I'll just wait until these villages, there we go, they've been delivered now, which is absolutely fantastic. And we will achieve what we needed to achieve growing this village by bringing the reputation up to there. There we go. Settlement complete. So the village has been secured, but there's one more test of your skills. I'm going to get some food stockpiles, 10 food stockpiles. We've now unlocked small hearth there, small warehouse, a trading post, a farm field. And I'm guessing a farmer's as well. So let's unlock that. So what it'll do now is the game will take us to the next village. Once we get into the next village, it's going to want us to start building some farms and stuff as well. Oh, there we go. Let it do its thing. Villages with low resolval. So yeah, we know that. We've been right. We went through this. We went through all of this. Right. Come on. Queen's Envoy. Yep. Satisfying. Yep. Complex food and homes. Yep. We know that. We definitely know that. Come on. Go through. Go through. Go through. We know that each species has different stuff. Now it's going to want us to build farms on fertile land. It's fine. Crops are planted in the first season. Yep. Beautiful. Yep, build a farm, harvest grain, serve some ale in tavern. Yep, no worries, easy. Let us just do our thing. All right, so you can see that this glade, this area is a lot bigger, and it's got a lot more nasty cells on it as well. But it is definitely a lot bigger, which is absolutely fantastic. Right, so we've got a thing by the Queen there, which is a small farm and 6 farm fields, which is no worries. But this is Against the Storm, guys. I'm playing it now because the new DLC came out, which is absolutely fantastic. If you want to check it out, there's a link below. Hope you've enjoyed watching this. This is a fantastic game, and I couldn't recommend it highly enough. I'm not usually somebody who likes working against clocks and working against time, as you are with this Queen's Impatient stuff. But I have been quite enjoying this one. So I'm going to keep going with this. I'm going to build myself some woodcutters camps with enough space to get through to there, which is going to be really good. And then I'm going to build myself a farm as well. But thank you so much for watching, everybody. I appreciate it very much. I hope you've really enjoyed this as much as I've enjoyed bringing it to you. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.